Right now at 10, the marathon day of shopping is still going strong for some as the Black Friday chaos continues. And it's an unusual stop for Black Friday shoppers, why some found themselves heading to Dane County Humane Society. And we are celebrating the holiday season with lots of sparkle. Join us as we visit a special light show at the Botanical Gardens in Janesville.
This is News 3 at 10.
What a difference a day can make. Yesterday's Thanksgiving chill was replaced by a pretty nice Black Friday. We turn things over now to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, who is standing by in the Weather Center with your first alert forecast. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. Things are very quiet today. We've got some rain moving in tonight. Shouldn't really affect travel tonight or into early tomorrow morning. After that, though, things get a little more interesting. We have an alert day in the forecast. This is for Sunday and Sunday night, and that is for the potential for a winter storm that could bring 1 to 4 inches of snow during the day on Sunday and maybe 1 to 3 inches more Sunday night. Both times, the heaviest total should be south and east of Madison, so that's where the most difficult travel conditions are expected, at least as of right now. Winter storm watch in effect south and east of Dane County from 6 a.m. Sunday morning until midnight Sunday night. This is what we're thinking, at least as far as snow totals, about 1 to 3 inches through the Madison area, lesser amounts to the north and west, about 3 to 6 inches down toward Janesville, and maybe a half a foot or more from near the Illinois state line into north central Illinois. A Doppler track tonight just showing some light rain showers moving on through. High temperatures today, pretty mild, almost 10 degrees above average. 49 in Madison, 50s in some places out to the west, and current temperatures are still in the lower 40s. And by tomorrow morning, look for those temperatures to be in the upper 30s. Could be a couple of flakes of snow mixed in with the rain north of Madison. Otherwise, look for a low of about 38. Tomorrow, just cloudy, and any rain showers land early with a high temperature of 42. We'll keep an eye on that winter storm for Sunday. I'll have more details in a few minutes.
Thank you, Gary. Here is a live look at Times Square, where crowds and Black Friday shoppers are still going strong. Some of the stores here in New York City's Times Square are open until 2 o'clock this morning. While some are still going strong, other Black Friday shoppers are probably sleeping by now. People all across the country braved the crowds to try and snag a deal today. Some even braved record cold temperatures for the chance to be one of the first through the door at the Mall of America. The National Retail Federation estimates consumers will spend a little more than $1,000 on average during the holiday shopping season. It's about $70 more than last year.
I only came for one thing, and then I got all of this. And I was like, you gotta tell me no, you gotta tell me no. And she was like, you deserve it, you deserve it. Okay. We work hard.
Another big holiday shopping day. Analysts predict this year's Cyber Monday could be the biggest on record. West and East Town malls were busy today as well as people took advantage of Black Friday deals. Both malls had extended shopping hours and had Black Friday bashes to celebrate the busy retail season. The Madison Makers Market saw a good crowd as well today. Everything from beard oils to cat toys and decorative objects were on sale. Organizers say it's important to have home-crafted items available during the holiday season.
The community loves to support their teachers and their neighbors and the people creating these items versus going out to some big store and the money moving out of the community. Shopping the handmade keeps it in the community, and it's really great.
This is the second year for the Black Friday Madison Makers Market, and organizers say attendance was up. Dane County Humane Society even participated in Black Friday sales to help get more pets into good homes. With $10 adult cat adoptions and $15 off for dog adoptions, shelter staff say this is their way to encourage more people to adopt. While some animals have been at the shelter longer than others, making a day where the animals are discounted helps the animals find that forever home for the holidays.
People who do want to get away from kind of the crazy Black Friday shopping to come on in, visit with some animals in need, and maybe they'll fall in love.
The Black Friday sale ended tonight at 7 o'clock, but there are still plenty of animals up for adoption. The majority of consumers call Black Friday overwhelming, but don't tell that to shoppers at West Town Mall. According to a new Harris poll, 60% of shoppers plan to skip Black Friday altogether this year. Instead of the traditional rush at brick and mortar stores on the day after Thanksgiving, most customers will instead take advantage of Cyber Monday deals. The survey found that 73% of customers believe Cyber Monday isn't overwhelming. This shopping shift doesn't mean businesses are missing out on cashing in, as shoppers are still turning out today in droves.
We made shirts because that just makes Black Friday all the more fun. We've been shopping together this way for about 15 years. These two are my cousins, those two are sisters, and it just makes the day that much more exciting. We've been skipping through the mall and having fun in lines that most people would be annoyed with.
The majority of shoppers are millennials between the ages of 20 and 30, and regardless of age, gender, or income, most Black Friday shoppers have one thing in common. They are in it for the experience. After Black Friday comes Small Business Saturday. It's a day to remember and support the small businesses in your community. It was started in 2010 as a way to boost sales at local shops. The next year, the U.S. Senate unanimously passed a resolution supporting this idea. And there's a global movement that follows the first major weekend of holiday shopping. It's called Giving Tuesday. It takes place on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving and just happens to follow Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The goal here is to have people help others through their time and donations. You can learn more about the movement by visiting givingtuesday.org. Well, malls weren't the only places busy today. Christmas tree lots and farms also had people stopping by. Tree City is a pre-cut Christmas tree lot located in the parking lot of Vitense Golfland. It opened for the season today. The lot features a variety of trees like Fraser, balsam, and white pines. The trees were grown at a tree farm near Black River Falls. The first family of Wisconsin will light the tree at the governor's executive residence this Sunday. The tree will honor servicemen and women who have served our country and will spend this holiday season overseas. This is video from last year's tree lighting ceremony. Wisconsin National Guard members helped decorate this year's tree. The ornaments were made by a woman who lost her son in Iraq. They feature dream catchers, and each with a dog tag and gold star, representing a fallen soldier from the Badger State. When the tree comes down, those ornaments will be sent to families of someone who died while serving. And the trees at the Botanical Gardens in Janesville are brightly shining. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter spent the night exploring the grounds.
Well, Charlotte, as you can see, the lights are all set up and ready to go here at the Rotary Botanical Gardens in Janesville. But for the people who planned this event, this has been months in the making. It's a winter light show, fun for everyone.
It is really a great family-friendly experience, and people can really get excited for the holiday season, and it's a great destination for families to come to and just enjoy some camaraderie.
And after seeing double the visitors last year, the lights at the Janesville Rotary Botanical Garden are gaining some notoriety.
So we're seeing really the entire Midwest region coming to the show. We have folks from, Chicago up to central Wisconsin, and as families bring in their friends and relatives for the holiday season, that can have people from across the country too.
Even Mr. and Mrs. Claus paying a visit from the North Pole. 500,000 lights, over 20 acres. Had people lining up before the doors opened today at 4:30.
I've heard so much about it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who have come here and living now in Edgerton, recently moved there, so it's like, why not?
I've seen it on TV advertised, and then I looked online, and I've never been here before, so I just asked my sister if they want to go and see the lights.
But even if you have been here before, directors say a new route will make it feel like it's your first time here. And after all the preparation, they're excited for opening night too.
The staff has been working so hard for months on putting the show together, and it's always fun to open the doors for the first time and see the smiles on people's faces and the excitement for the holiday season.
And if you missed out on the Light Fest tonight, do not worry. You've still got about a couple dozen more opportunities to catch it this year. Tickets are $5, and you can buy them either in person here or online. And for more information on where to get those tickets, you can visit our website, channel3000.com.
So as Adam said, you have 20 more opportunities to see these lights in action. I hear they are spectacular from my friend Paul. If you need more information about how to get tickets, you can visit our website, channel3000.com. And if you were in Madison, check out the lights at the Edgewater Hotel this year. 3, 2, 1. The 5th annual holiday tree lighting ceremony took place earlier tonight. The event was free and included a visit from Santa Claus, arts and crafts, and performances by local choirs. The Beloit Fire Department is using a holiday wreath to promote fire safety. From now until January, this wreath will shine bright with green bulbs. If the department has to respond to a fire, one of those bulbs will turn red. The department hopes this visual reminder will help people practice fire safety, especially with those live Christmas trees in their homes. A favorite holiday tradition in downtown Chicago also happened today. The famous lion statues outside the Art Institute of Chicago were decorated for the season. Every year, the lions bear wreaths to spread holiday cheer to anyone passing by. Still to come on News 3 at 10, Oprah is falling in love with a company based in southern Wisconsin. And the special connection between a local family made whole through adoption, and a new movie out in theaters. An alarming new government report says climate change will have a devastating impact on the economy, but the findings are at odds with President Trump's policies. Hillary Lane has the story.
Scientists are warning of grave consequences if the U.S. does not take immediate action to curb climate change.
It's such a wake-up call.
Brenda Eck-Wurzel is a co-author of the new report compiled by 13 different government departments and agencies, which found climate change is already causing more frequent and severe storms, droughts, floods, and wildfires. The report says extreme weather in the U.S. in the past 3 years has cost nearly $400 billion. Scientists say by the end of the century, the U.S. could be up to 12 degrees warmer.
The scale of emission reductions that we're doing in the United States is not enough to really slow the pace of climate change, especially a lot of people around the world and a lot of nations look to us for leadership.
Great climate, we're going to have that, and we're going to have forests that are very safe.
But President Trump has been criticized for rolling back Obama-era environmental and climate regulations. He also withdrew the U.S. from the 2015 Paris Agreement that involved nearly 200 countries. In a statement, the White House criticized the new report, saying it is largely based on the most extreme scenario, which contradicts long-established trends.
Any leader who does not take climate change seriously is doing a disservice to the public.
The new research says if steps aren't taken, climate change will increase the risk of disease, decrease crop production, and limit the availability of drinking water. Hillary Lane, CBS News, New York.
The report was originally supposed to be revealed next week, but the Trump administration decided to put it out today on Black Friday, which, as you know, is one of the busiest shopping days of the year. A man is dead and 2 people are injured after a shooting at a mall near Birmingham, Alabama. Police say it started with a fight between an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old shooter. The teen was shot twice, and a 12-year-old girl was also shot. Police shot the 21-year-old man as he ran away from the scene. Minnesota police are investigating the cause of a home explosion in St. Paul. 1 person was hurt. We do not know how they are doing tonight. The explosion displaced several people living nearby. The Tenant Resource Center upheld their decision to fire longtime executive director Brenda Kunkel today. In a Facebook post, Kunkel announced the termination last month, saying she was shocked by the news. Well, today the board upheld the termination, claiming under Kunkel's leadership, the organization, quote, jeopardized employee wages, approved transactions without sufficient funds, failed to pay staff health insurance for extended periods of time, and more. We are still waiting for a comment from Kunkel about today's decision. The former Madison alder also announced she was running for mayor this year. An area family says the new movie Instant Family, starring Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne, shines a light on what fostering is really like, especially since it's partly inspired by their story. It is loosely based on DeForest native Sean Anders' experience fostering 3 kids. He wrote and directed the movie, but it is also inspired by many other foster families, including the Prosches in DeForest. Ben Prosh's sister is married to the movie's writer. You can see a picture of Ben and his sister here. Ben and his wife Shannon became foster parents after years of wanting to start a family of their own. And they say this movie hits home.
I feel like throughout the entire movie, him and I kind of kept looking at each other, and there were tears, and there's laughter, and there's like, yep, nodding our heads in agreement of what was happening. He really portrayed the entire process and the entire journey very truthfully.
After fostering 3 kids, Ben and Shannon officially adopted their 3-year-old daughter, Bree, last May. They say she's smart, sassy, and totally worth the wait. They encourage others to foster. And more information on getting involved can be found on our website, channel3000.com. A Dodgeville-based clothing company is hoping a celebrity shout-out will help sell some coats this holiday season. A Land's End down coat made Oprah's favorite things gift list this year. Oprah calls it the coat of the season. This is the 3rd year Land's End has made Oprah's list. A women's flannel shirt and a down-filled top coat have been recognized the last couple years. And Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalte's here with a look at your forecast. I'll say we're going to need to bundle up eventually.
Those coats
here.
may come in handy.
Right?
Yeah, we are looking for the potential for snow on Sunday, and still a lot of questions to be answered. I wish I could give you an exact answer and say this is what it's going to be, but right now it's a tough one because we're right on the edge, and there's going to be a very sharp cutoff on the northern edge of the snow area. We do have an alert day in the forecast for Sunday for the potential for snow. Still thinking 1 to 4 inches of snow during the day, the heaviest amount south and east of Madison, and 1 to 3 inches more in the evening on Sunday, the heaviest south and east of Madison. Some of the very latest computer model runs take the storm slightly farther south and move it out a little faster. If that's the case, these amounts may need to go down to 1 to 2 inches during the day and maybe 1 or 2 inches at night. But again, still, these computer models have gone back and forth. They're in the same general area, but still just a difference of a few miles in the path of the storm could make a difference in your location of several inches of snow. Thinking right now about 1 to 3 inches of snow in and around the Madison area. The lighter amounts to the north and west up toward the Dells, probably lesser amounts there. Heavier amounts as you head down into northern Illinois. Main message here, you're probably going to be impacted with snow on Sunday. The farther north you go, the better the chances that you'll be just dealing with lighter snow. The farther south and southwest you go, the better the chances that you're going to be dealing with heavier snow and more significant travel delays. Winter storm watch is in effect from Sunday morning through late Sunday evening from Milwaukee, south and east of Madison through Rockford, down to the Quad Cities and through much of the southern half of Iowa. Very latest computer model forecast coming in. Our RPM computer model keeping almost all of the snow south of Madison, but having almost 6 inches down by Rockford. So you can see that sharp cutoff on the northern edge. The European computer model, only less than an inch in Milwaukee, down in parts of northern Illinois, maybe as much as 9 inches toward the Quad Cities. The NAM, the North American Mesoscale model, it's about 4 to 5 inches in southeastern Wisconsin, just less than an inch in Madison. And then the GFS computer model, almost 6.5 inches in Madison, with the heaviest amounts right through southwestern Wisconsin. So you can still see the computer models in a little bit of disagreement, just a little difference, 50 miles one way or another. It's going to make a big difference in the ultimate snowfall totals. Tonight, precipitation in a liquid form, just in the form of some light rain showers. Temperatures are above freezing. Don't have to worry about any travel problems tonight. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison. Skies are mostly cloudy. We've had a few showers around. High today, 49, almost 10 degrees above average. When was the last time we could say that? 31 the overnight low temperature, and that was also above normal. We're at 42 now with light rain showers. Winds pretty brisk out of the south at 14 miles per hour. Our storm system that we're watching right here, it's going to travel along a strong jet stream and pass just to the south. The farther south it goes, the heavier the precipitation will be down to the south. The farther north it goes, the better the chances we'll have more significant snowfall in southern Wisconsin. But it's still a ways away on the back edge of this cold front. You can see temperatures just north of the U.S.-Canadian border drop into the teens pretty quickly, so it'll be followed by much colder weather. Winter storm watch south and east of Dane County, 6 a.m. Sunday morning until midnight Sunday night. For tonight, look for a low of 38, breezy with showers, maybe a couple of flurries mixed in with the showers well north of Madison. Tomorrow's high 42, the rain will end early, otherwise it's a breezy and colder day. You can see how quickly the rain moves out on future track. Cloudy skies during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, and then the rain and snow arrives early on Sunday morning, moves through, and again, the faster it moves out, the lighter the snow totals will be. And right now, again, we're thinking anywhere from 1 to maybe as much as 5 or 6 inches, depending on where you are. 7 to 10 day forecast. With the snow on the ground, temperatures will turn much colder for the early part of next week. Highs only in the 20s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Back to the low 30s with some snow shower chances Thursday and Friday, and maybe low 40s by the following weekend. But if you're traveling on Sunday, keep a very close eye on the forecast. We'll keep the updates going on channel3000.com and on our weather app as well.
All right, Gary, thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.
The Badger men's basketball team had to lose some time, and that time was today in the championship game of the Battle for Atlantis in the Bahamas. Tony Bennett's Virginia Cavaliers ranked 4th in the nation. Badgers didn't have a great day, but hung in there. Ethan Happ had another double-double. He blocked a shot here at one end, then brought the ball up to the other end to set up a basket. Happ finds Khalil Iverson down low and one. Badgers are within 5 late. Final minute. Watch Iverson steal the ball from behind, but he can't hang on to it. Virginia gets it back. DeAndre Hunter ends up with a layup. Hunter has 20. Virginia wins, and you can't beat the post-game on-court marching band that celebrates the championship game of the Battle for Atlantis. 53-46 Virginia. Happ has 22 points, 15 rebounds. Up next, NC State at the Kohl Center Tuesday night in the ACC Big Ten Challenge at 8. The Badger women playing in a tournament in Nashville. Wisconsin beats Pittsburgh 57-42. They're 5-0 for the first time since 2006. Badger volleyball has already won its match today in straight sets at Rutgers, which is 0-19 in the Big Ten. Wisconsin plays at Penn State tomorrow. Badger women's hockey home to Harvard this weekend. Watch Annie Pankowski. She picks the pocket, and she knows how to finish. Pankowski gets her 7th goal of the season there. Harvard scores late to force overtime, but just 3 minutes into the OT, it's Pankowski again. She gets the game winner on assists from Sam Cogan and Abby Rock. Final score in overtime, Wisconsin 3 and Harvard 2. Badger men are at Michigan this weekend. Wisconsin gets the lead in the second period. Former Madison West star Mick Messner follows his own shot for the score, 2nd goal of the year, but it's the only goal the Badgers get tonight. There's a new overtime rule in the Big Ten, a 5-minute 5-on-5, then a 5-minute 3-on-3. In that second overtime, Josh Norris scores to win it. Final score in 2 overtimes, Michigan 2 and Wisconsin 1. Alex Hornibrook still listed as questionable for tomorrow's Badger football game against Minnesota at Camp Randall at 2:30. Offensive tackle David Edwards won't play with a left arm injury. 16 Badger seniors will have their final home game tomorrow. The senior class has a record of 41-11, and those seniors have certainly cemented their legacy.
It's our time as seniors, and it's a different feeling. Not being the younger guys anymore, and it's your turn to lead the team out there next week. So it's something different, and I'm very excited to get after it.
There was a Big Ten football game today. Nebraska at Iowa. That's former Monona Grove star Torrin Young with a touchdown. He had 18 carries, 83 yards. It is tied with 2 seconds left, and in a driving rain, Iowa kicker Miguel Racinos drills a 41-yard field goal to win it. Final score, Iowa 31, Nebraska 28. NBA, the Bucks host Phoenix. This should be a mismatch, but it isn't. Bucks have to rally late. And here's the game winner. Jamal Crawford, who's like 68 years old, hits it. And the Suns beat the Bucks 118-116. And Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson had their winner-take-all $9 million match in Las Vegas today on the 4th playoff hole. It was so dark they created a 93-yard hole because there were lights there. And Mickelson birdied, so he won the $9 million. And we'll be right back.
And there, at long last, it is.
Keep an eye on the forecast if you're traveling on Sunday. Chris, Dana, and I will be watching it all weekend.
All right, thank you, Gary, and thank you for joining us. Do something good and have a great weekend.